The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin.
And I got Lou from Fairfield, Connecticut, man. How you doing, Lou?
I'm doing good, Darrell. And I got to tell you, you're not just blowing hot air out there. I think the way you look at the market is terrific. You're a nice guy as far as over the TV. All the research you do, all the homework you do, I truly appreciate it. I appreciate your view of the market. It's awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. I'm your host, Darrell Martin, right here on TFNN. Don't forget you can watch us on TFNN.com. Check out Tiger TV. See our charts and screens as we're talking about live trader market commentary. And also, anywhere you go on your mobile phone. And check out the, how do I put this, TFNN.mobi, so you can listen to us anywhere on your mobile phone. Let's check out where the markets are right now. We got the S&P is currently up just a few points. Markets are just flat. Indices are quiet as can be. So very, very, very quiet, but up just a few points. We got the Russell up 2 points. We have NASDAQ up 7 and the Dow up 7, literally 7 points. So, which is nothing. Looking on over at metals. Metals, we've got copper down about 1%. Some decent moves on copper. We got gold down a few dollars. We got silver down about 0.3%. Nothing major there. Natural gas, 0.02. Oil, remember I had oil inventory come out today. Usually it comes out on Wednesday. Up 80 cents. And then corn is down $4. Soybeans flat on the day. It's up a tick right now. We got the euro dollar up 18, the Aussie dollar down 54, pound dollar is up 7, and the dollar franc is down 19. Dollar CAD is down 35, dollar yen down 20, and the other Aussie or the other yen pairs are Aussie yen up 31, euro yen down 19, pound yen down 50, and euro pound is up 1. Got a request to talk about a couple of the news trades and looking at them for the day. Not completely played out yet, but we'll go through and pull them up and just sort of show you what we're talking about from yesterday, because I go in and I talk about, hey, the news, if there's a possibility of doing the trade, how could we, execute that trade based on different news reports that are coming out. And so let's open it up and let's look. Give me 1 second here. We'll throw this chart up over here, the euro yen. Okay, euro dollar, I mean. And what we're looking at this morning was, let's see here, the plan that I had on the list for the preliminary GDP was basically a euro dollar iron condor, ideally looking for $25, $30 or more in profit between the two sides, entering at as early as 7 or 8 a.m. You actually could do it as early as 7 because that's when they start trading. But, 8 a.m. was the time that we picked. So we'll go through, we look at that, 8 a.m. And then we can track, how high did it go? Well, it went up 12 pips. How low did it go over here? We got to move down about, what do we got there? 18 pips. And then we got an open to current price. We're currently at just down 6 pips. What does that mean? Well, let's pull the charts up. Let's look at it, put the pieces together. Okay? And if you don't have one yet, just so you can follow along, make sure you hop on over to TFNN.com, click on the Nadex banner on the right side of your page, and then click Log In. If you do have an account. If you don't have an account, then click Demo Trading Account right there at the top menu. And fill in your username that you want, your first name. Make it short, by the way, so that way, because some of the mobile devices, like there's a limitation on characters, so make your username as short as you can. But username, first name, last name, phone, and email address, and click Apply for Demo. And then what that'll do is it will send you an email immediately, and you'll be able to log in. When you're ready to open an account, just go to Open an Account, and it takes about 5 minutes to open a trading account up, and very fast, live to funded. Only takes $100 to fund a live account, so not a big deal. Obviously, when you're ready to go really live, you're going to want more than 100 just to, have proper risk management, even though you can do trades for as little as $5. But to have proper risk management, you're obviously going to want more than that. But to start out, to get the account funded, to see live, to see everything that's happening, go through, fill that out. If you put $100 in, if you do one trade, even if it's one trade for $3, or if you do 100 contracts for $50 each, whatever. But if you just do one trade, minimum size, whatever, if you place one live trade, no matter what the amount or size is, then you can call them up and they'll extend your demo out for 1 year. Okay? Which you're going to want demo because you're going to want to learn, and demo is a safe place to learn. It's amazing. I had this conversation. I'll go over this in a little bit, but we'll call him Trader X. But just a little conversation with somebody the other day, and they were posting all these things were literally the worst things that we've all said. And so I was like, I'm going to make that a topic of discussion. So good learning lessons. And it was sort of the, why trade demo, money on the line, don't invest in my education, but just, experience from the University of Hard Knocks. Not something that works well in trading. Very, very expensive university to go to. So we'll talk about Trader X here in a moment. We've all been Trader X. Okay. So now that I have that up and running and going, and we got the charts all sharing through there. Next step is so GDP for it's really the U.S. GDP, but on the euro dollar. Okay, is what we were trading it on. And we got all the lineups there. Now let me pull up the charts for you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab the euro dollar spreads that started at 7 and went to 3. And so let me pull up each one of those. Hopefully it'll give us the data that we need. These are historical charts. Like I said, I got a database now that's finally working, that's capturing all the information. We just got to get it hooked up. And we got the charting program working, so we are very close to be able to build our own historical charts. We've been recording data for like a month now. So, and those would be nice for going through and doing tests and everything else. So that we can not only have the market price, but you can have what contracts were available and at what price and everything else. All right, there we go. So we got the 36.20 to 38.70 right on up here, and we got the 36.20 down to 33.70 right on down here. Okay. So now what we got to do is we got to figure out what is our P&L. Is this an acceptable trade or not? Remember, implied volatility has been really low lately, so it's been a little harder to get that IV, which gets you that premium. So let's see what we have so far. All right, we could buy the 36.20, the opening price over here, 36.04. So that's 16 pips right there. So 36.04 up to 36.20. Then that means that's 16 pips you can make. Looking out over here on the left side, 36.20, we're at 36.32. Okay, so 36.32, 36.20, that's 12 pips. That gives us right at 28 pips. So, we could go in and get, if it'll let us do it. Let's see here. And there we go. So we got bid. Like I said, you may have to leg into these to get both of them on. It can be a little bit dangerous to do that, but so open 36.30. So you got about 10 if you did it that way. If we go over here, we go to ask side. Now this is right at 7, so we can adjust that as well. But open 36.05, so you get about 15. So about 25 to 28 there. That's at 7. If we go to 8, then we got 36.04, which would be 16. Okay, so still. And then if we go over here, 8 o'clock, got the open 36.28, so that's 12. So that's actually, 16 and 12 at 8 a.m., which is the plan I called was, you get it early at 7. But even at 8, I mean, if there's any point in the time where you can get 30, then you're good. prior to the release. What happened was the implied volatility. Notice how both went up. Okay, implied volatility came in right before that news release happened, which was right here. So you're looking at 28, anywhere between 25 and 28 pips, really, that you could have done the trade for. So this one, basically just losing value because it's the upper one, so the market is just going by. But notice we're at 3607 right now, and we would have sold this at 3608, 3604. So it's went up a few ticks, or bought it at 3604. And it's at 3607, so we're up a few ticks on this side. And then this one we would have sold over here at 3628. It's down at 3621, so we're about 7. So about 9 ticks on it at this moment. If it expired right at 3620, okay, that's where we would get maximum profit. So, but if it doesn't, then we're pretty much right on par with what we should expect to get at this point. Just the price it's at. So it's working really well. This one right here, there's really nothing left in it. There's no value. There's 3 ticks left in it. And to me, there's no reason to close it either because it's going to cost you 90 cents to close it anyway. It's going to cost 90 cents for it to settle. You might as well get those other 2 or 3 ticks. If you want to capture it, I guess, but you're just giving up too much. So just leave it there and let it do its thing. But you've got that's the big majority of profit right there is on that side. The other side's actually up a couple ticks right now. But that's the trade. So it was a profitable iron condor trade and worked out as planned, which is always cool when that does happen. And honestly, they happen a lot. So it's not like it's not like a rarity. It's just the hardest part about them is just getting the premium that you need for the trade to work. And so on this one, we were able to pull off an acceptable premium, within a couple dollars there of our target goal. And the trade has worked out very, very well. And I'm trying to figure out how to make all this fit just on one simple screen for you. I don't know if I can or not. We'll go over here. Doing well. Just a little bit further over. Shrink this thing a little bit more. Here we go. Shrink that down. And move that on over. Shrink that down. But yeah, so working out well. And I'll take just a screenshot, so if we're coming back to this for later reference, we'll have it. But that's the review on the Iron Condor trade. I'll plot the boxes and sort of show you exactly how the execution sort of worked when we get back from this break.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Investors, Taz Market Research delivers to its subscribers expert commentary on the analysis of 15 different markets each day. Get this invaluable and timely information through the daily market research videos Taz Market Research produces each day before 9 a.m. The video analysis will include reports on currencies, interest rates, indices, metals, energies, grains, and more. You'll be able to gauge where high profitability setups are in each of the markets. Receive a free 2-week trial subscription to Taz Market Research videos on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Darrell takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, folks, going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And so we're going through this, sort of walking through it all step by step. And let's see here. All right, so let me walk these on here so I can make it make sense. And draw it all out. So right down here, that line's from. We'll get rid of that. We'll back on out a little bit on the chart. Move these out of the way for a second. Move this over. And then now we'll draw some boxes. Okay, so right here we're going to buy. This one is going to go down to, let's see, we need to shrink this even more. Way down here. Okay, so draw this first box. We're going to get it at 8. It's going to go till basically 3. And then I can click on this. I can edit it a little bit to make it line up perfectly. So you go, okay, this is at 36.20. Down to 33.70, and I want it to end at 3 o'clock. Getting in at, let's just say in this case, 8. Okay? And we can also change the color. So since I'm buying it, we'll just make it, green here. And then I have to edit that. I just moved it. But figures. All right, so we'll go right back over here. Draw one more. I don't know how that even happened. But got some sort of weird error happening. I can solve this. We'll just remove everything. I think I moved all the boxes around. Okay, so let's draw it again real quick. Doesn't take that long to draw it. Having some weird chart issues. There we go. All right, so, you can literally just throw it on there. It doesn't even matter if you're going to edit it. And so let's edit it one more time. Okay. Here we got the data. We're going to make it, let's go with light. I don't really care what color it is. All right, green. And then we'll go to the data again, and we're going to go to 3620. We're going to bring it all the way down to 3370. And we're going to make it end at 3 o'clock one more time here. And make this one go at, start at 8 a.m. Okay. That one is now done. Now we're going to do one more above it. So we'll grab this, and again, you can just draw it really quick and easy because you're going to edit it anyway. And go over here, and we'll go in. And we'll just make this one red. And that'll work. And then we'll go to the data. And again, now this one's going to start at 3620, or 30, actually we'll make it go up to, right? It's going to go up to 3870. And it'll go down to 3620. And again, we also want that one to end at 3 o'clock. And start at 8 o'clock. Click OK. Now we got our boxes on the screen. Okay, this is pretty much what the, if you plotted them out, this is exactly what they're going to look like. Not pretty much, but exactly. And then we're going to do a buy, and we're going to do a sell. So if I went over here, and we said we got in on this one, and we sold this upper one at 3628. Now I can go and I can edit this. 3628. Applied. It looks really small. Okay. And then we'll change the color here, and we'll make it red. All right, there we go. Apply that one. We'll do the other one. Let you really see all the different pieces put together. All right, well, we'll keep going. Right when we get back from this break. Stare at there.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Andy Hecht has just announced a live 90-minute webinar that he'll be hosting Saturday, June 7th from 9:30 till 11 a.m. Eastern Time, entitled Energy Opportunities During the Summer of 2014. With the frigid winter having depleted some key energy stockpiles, Russian political tensions high, and the storm season for the Gulf setting up to reverberate through energy markets worldwide, opportunities could present themselves over the summer months that could provide huge payoffs. When you sign up, you'll gain immediate access to a 7-page report Andy has put together as an introduction to what he'll be covering, so you can start preparing and get a feel for what Andy will be discussing live during the workshop on Saturday, June 7th. Andy will be advising his attendees of at least one trading recommendation in each area, including crude oil, natural gas, coal, and refining spreads and oil products. The best part is that this live 90-minute webinar is only $99. Don't wait. Sign up today and reserve your spot while gaining instant access to Andy's 7-page report right now. For all the details, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks, here we go. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm basically just putting together, this whole iron condor for you, so you can start to see all the pieces, roll up into one. And what you'll notice, basically got about $25, $30 when you're hopping in on the trade, and it looks like just an incredibly abysmal profit. What you want to remember is if you make $16 on the short side, that will cover you on a $16 loss. If you make $16 on the long side, the one that you bought, it would cover you 16 pips above where you sold. If you made 10 pips on the one you sold, it would cover you 10 pips below where the one you bought. And so you actually have a break-even point right here of whatever the prices we get in at. And so if we buy this one, let's see, what do we get? We got it on this one at a price of $36.04. So at 35.94, okay? Right down here. 35.94 is where you're going to have your break even as of expiration. And every tick above this pink line right here up to the center, you make $1. Okay? You make maximum profit if it expires right at the center. Now, on the other side, we go in and we go, okay, well, what price did we sell at? If we sold over here at $36.28, then 16 ticks above that, So 13.28, 38, and then just add on 6 more, 36.44. So we'll go in on that one. And so we got 36.44. Okay, so now what that shows us is not only do we have this profit potential here, but where is our profitable zone? Okay, so if we grab that down from top to bottom here, and just to make sure we have that right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and double check all the pieces. That's the one thing I love about the ruler in here. So 35.94 is what the lower setting should be on this. So make sure this is set to 35. Yep, we got 94. And then the upper setting should be 36.44. So double click on this on the ruler, make it 36.44. Click OK. All right, now what I basically figured out is I have a 50 tick wide range in which I can make money on this trade. On a trade that usually moves like 10 to 12 ticks. So if I'm within that 50 tick range high to low, that's a nice range on euro dollar, where I will be profitable. This is why some people I don't understand why they lose on straddles. It's like if I straddled this trade, okay, then it'd have to move at least 50 ticks just for me to start making money. Okay, as of expiration. This way, if it doesn't move more than that 50 tick range, then I'm able to be profitable. Well, if I have that range where I can be profitable, and I have a 26 tick profit ratio there, now I actually don't start losing money. Okay, so again, I'm profitable anywhere above here or anywhere below here, but now I also have 26 ticks above for a 1-to-1 maximum. So 36.44 add 26, that's going to give you what, 54, 64.70. So I can actually go in all the way up here to 36.70. This is where when you start really doing the math and seeing how it works out, you're like, oh wow, that actually is a lot better than I thought it looked. So 36.70, and we'll just make this like a dashed, I don't know, losing line or something like that. What can we make it to make it really obnoxious? We'll just use aqua. There we go. Okay, and that's my 1-to-1 level there. And so go again, 26 ticks below this one. We got 36. 59. So to make that easy, do 36, 59 minus 26. That's going to put us at 36.33. So I'm just going to copy this line and then drag it down here. Change it to 36.33. Okay. And oh, messed that up, didn't I? What do we have? We had 36 or 35.94. There we go. I don't know where. All right, so 35.94 minus 26. So 35.68. And all right, so we're going to 35.68 on here. And all I'm doing is I'm just taking what is my break-even point, and I'm subtracting 26 ticks from that. Okay, because that's how much I can make on the trade at a maximum. So that would be my maximum profit or my maximum, my 1-to-1 risk on maximum profit. So where does that put me? Now I take one more calculator. Okay, we keep adding up, right? We go over here, and let's see, what does that do? And basically, just to make sure again we're right on exactly right on the math. Going 1.3568. So now we'll double check this one. Set at 1.3568. This is like if you want to get right down to the ticks of it all. So 68. Okay on that, and then we'll go up here. Go, what is this one at? This one is at 669. So we can adjust that number right there. Make sure we got this at 669, 68. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I have basically 102 pip wide. If we can get this stuff out of the way, we can really see a little better there. I am can make $10 on the upper one. I can make $16 on the lower one. That means I can make a maximum of $26 if it expired in the center. It would have to basically have a range break-even of pretty much 50, and pretty much right at 100 pips is where, I mean, which makes sense on 26, because you got 26 plus 26 is 52. Yeah, 50, yeah. So basically you can bring it up to 102 total, but if we put all that together, then it's going to be basically about 100 pips is going to be my range of 1 to 1. Okay, which is putting me up pretty much 50 pips up, 50 pips down on where the market's at. That's an awesome scenario where I can have a massive 100 pip move wide range on euro dollar. Not a move I expect at all. If it stays within that 50 pip range, definitely within the range I expected, then I can make money. And this is why the trade works so well. So, and it doesn't mean you're going to always make the maximum profit, but also rarely are you going to lose the maximum loss. Okay, that's sort of the point here. Is maybe if I'm going to make $25 profit on it, maybe I only make 12, maybe I make 15, maybe I make 10. But when I lose, you know what? I probably only lose like 12 or 15 or 10. And now every once in a while, I'm going to make all 25. Okay, or very close to it. Every once in a while, I'm going to lose 25. But again, it's going to have to move down a lot for that to happen. And that's the beauty of the whole trade, is it gives you a maximum, it gives you, I guess, just a really high probability of profit due to the sense of the wide range in which you can be profitable, and the low risk if you're not. It's not like a massive loss, and then it has to go really far for you to have a 1-to-1 loss, which is way beyond the expectations. It only happens a couple times like in a year that it moves that far based on this news release. So if you learn these, they're not so much about making you rich overnight. They don't happen every single day, but they do happen quite a bit every week, and they're just trades you can do, like, day in, day out, and it's sort of a watching paint dry thing. It's not if you don't like the fast-paced trading, you don't want to be in, out, in, out, in, out. You want to put a trade on and move on. That's it. That's the trade for you. So it's a very simple trade. If you want to have that on as another play in your playbook, things are just flat today, they're not moving at all. Well, this is a trade that can be making money for you right now. Okay, so while everything's been flat and choppy, this trade has been collecting premium. So there is value in it, because on days like this, when you're not really able to make a whole lot on trend moves, then you're able to go in and capture time passing by. And so what you probably feel like, you're like, oh my gosh, it's like watching paint dry. Yeah, well, we get paid for watching paint dry. So that's what this does for you. And we had a couple of them that we could do. Right? So we went over a couple of those different trades. And the other one, we have unemployment claims, basically the same thing. You could have hopped in on that trade. It's been a little bit shorter one. But it's also your dollar, 8 to 10. And let's see, at 10 o'clock, we were basically right at the break-even on that trade. So, but you have to use the expected range in 120 minutes to walk through that one. And let's see, what other ones do we have on the list? Trying to see, we got the preliminary GP, unemployment claims, we got pending home sales. So that's the pending home sales is one where you enter at 9:30. Okay, so 9:30. What was our pricing on this trade? Remember, I said this was actually my preferred trade, if you could get the premium. Let's see, open on that one, 3,600. So 20 pips. And let's see, what 9:30 over here. I don't know if you got anything on this thing. I see a 36, like 20. There's like 2 pips on that side. There's nothing there. So really not the premium that you'd be looking for. So that trade, it already moved down so much. But notice, this is why I said I like the trade. As I said, usually it doesn't. You may get some movement off that GDP, but I'm like the one from 9:30 to end of the day, which is, let's see, if we go over here. We turn on our crosshair, then our 9:30, right there to end of day. right in here. I mean, what are we at right now? 0 pips. So that's usually my favorite play, as long as you can find a strike to do it on. Just because, like I said, it doesn't move at all. Off of the pending home sells, it just really goes flat after that GDP comes out. We did get a little bit of a bump on it, a little more expectation change on the GDP than expected, but it came back up and it fell right back down to where it was at afterwards. So, and that was pretty much the results. Just to go over the exact trade with you, or the fundamental report release with you. GDP showed a preliminary GDP actually showed a decline, -1% on an expectation of -0.6, so a little worse than expected. Unemployment claims also went up. They went down, which is good. They were 300,000 on expectations of 321. Theoretically good. It's not necessarily real because all the people dropping off, but still. And the pending home sales also came in worse than expected. They expected 1.1. They came in at 0.4. So pretty much all negative news right there, except for the unemployment claims. But obviously that wasn't enough to make the market that happy. That's probably like that initial little spike with the unemployment claims. Then, okay, let's digest the GDP. Then why did the market decide to run up right here? You know, who knows? We can, of course, Monday morning quarterback that all day. But 10 a.m., pending home sales came in 0.4. Maybe people thought it'd be worse, but it came in better than expected, or worse than expected. Still went up, pulling on right back down, right to all the negative news we've had this morning. Then rolling on into crude oil inventories, they came in at 1.7 million on expectation of -0.1. Natural gas came in at 114 million British thermal units on expectation of 110 billion. We'll go ahead and we can look at maybe a report on, and let's see here, close all that down, and let's pull up oil. Let's see what kind of move we got on it. And we'll look at natural gas, see what kind of moves we got on that. And as far as tomorrow, what do we have on the news plan? Not much is the answer. All right, let me get rid of some of this stuff. Don't need it on here. And get rid of this. There we go. All right. And so now, with all that being said, let me go in here and look at what we got on the expected ranges on news. Now, again, this is not a normal news report on oil because it happened on a Thursday versus a Wednesday. So let's see how that looks. Okay. All right, so looking on over here on our oil report, that came out at 10:30. We got basically a non-event. So I'll cover it a little bit more for you in detail when we get back. Stay right there.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com. Eastern legend tells of a fair maiden who was offered a rare gift by the king of the land, a bag of pearls. The king promised that she could keep the largest, most perfect pearl she could find with these 3 conditions. 1, choose only 1 pearl. 2, remove 1 pearl at a time, accept or reject it. And 3, if rejected, it would be lost forever. She began by looking at the pearls, passing on many special treasures. She delved deeper into the bag, and soon the pearls were replaced with pebbles. Sadly, she went home empty-handed. Folks, replace pearls with time, because we cannot go back even 2 seconds. We live in the eternal moment of now. So when now are you going to take advantage of my offer to you, a subscription to my daily investment newsletter service, Mastering Probability, where you can experience the most incredible pearls for trading and investing, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator and Strategy. The offer? It gets better. A 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't go home empty-handed. Mastering Probability. Available on the homepage of TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. So just looking at oil, it came out at 11. I was thinking 10-30% natural gas. But anyways, came out. We actually got an expected range move. So it actually did hit the expected movement on a Thursday. Basically, it's no different than whether or not when it came out. That's the move that was expected on that hour. Anyway, so looking at that right there. And then we can hop over. We can also check out, say, natural gas. And see how it responded to its report today. And just, light news week. Had a trade that... just sent over to me a trade that he did using the scanner this morning to do some iron condors. He's demo trading, learning how to do them, and put them all together. And here's a screenshot. He went in, he plotted it out, and so it shows it. Now he sort of did it. The screenshot's a little bit backwards, but I get what he's doing. He basically went in and found a straddle, and then he did the opposite trade, which is what we're looking to do on the trades. If he bought the... let's make sure. Yeah, if he bought the lower one, he sold the upper one. So, yeah, you actually put these in opposing sides because this says minus 34 plus 264. So it's actually the opposite of that. But what he's doing is he's collecting premium on the trade. So this is an actual trade he has on right now. Here are the orders that were placed. And, again, just a screenshot of, where the trade's at the moment. And it's taking advantage of the flat market. Volume is below expectations. So he's collecting premium. I was talking to some traders about that this morning on Russell. It's like, hey, there's no orders, there's no volume, there's no orders, there's no orders, there's no trend. And I'm not talking about, is there, light volume on up markets and heavy volume on down markets. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about intrabar, intermittent, going in, looking at everything. If there's not a lot of volume, we don't expect there to be a trend at all. And so that right there should help you a lot if you'll, learn just to look at, expected volume versus actual volume. And, I can look at really any time frame I want, but I'm going to see the same thing. We just haven't had bars hitting any of the expected volume. Maybe we've had like 3 today. So depending upon what bar size you're using and how you're looking at everything, then you really should not have seen a whole lot of average and expected volume being exceeded, and therefore don't expect big trends. You don't expect big trends. You don't take trend-based trades. You take scalping trades. You take momentum trades. You take flat iron condor trades. And that's what I'm looking for whenever I'm doing any kind of trade, is to try to take advantage of putting all those together. And also, make sure you use some prudence when it's getting close to a deviation level. You don't really want to go in and, push that and try to, force a trade on there if it's within a couple bars of a deviation, on a scalp trade, stuff like that, because you expect it to bounce off of it. And that's another big mistake I'll see traders make, is they go in and they try to make that trade happen, and they're pushing the limits. So, but great job on putting that trade on, getting the pieces together. To get your risk-reward graph showing correctly, though, just make sure you flip those upside down, and you'll be all set on that. Looking on over at natural gas, the report that came out this morning, 10:30, got a boom right up to expected move, chilled right off after that. So if you were in the trade, it lets you know pretty much where to take profit. But look at how invisible again. We ought to be moving into rollover pretty much on everything. So get ready for a lot of rollovers to take place happening right now. And we actually have on our schedule inside of the scanner, we have the Nadex rollover schedule. You can also, just access the official one off of the exchange's website, like CME and stuff like that for your futures. But it's helpful to know when the Nadex contracts are going to roll. So make sure if you haven't taken advantage of that, do look in there, right inside the scanner. And we have all the information right under the Nadex information tab. It's an entire rollover calendar telling you when things are rolling over, when to expect it, so you can know to update your charts. And because you don't want to be looking at the wrong charts whenever things start moving. All right, y'all have a great day.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
You're watching Tiger TV.